The White Cliffs of Dover, quintessentially British, or rather English. The chalk hills are exclusively found in the southeast of the country. Chalk gives its name to the geological period, Cretaceous, that started after the Jurassic period, 140 million years ago. A 90 million year old seabed of shells thrown up into low hills by the continued formation of the Alps. And whilst chalk is not unique to Britain, there are white cliffs of Calais and rolling hills of the Champagne and onto the cliffs of the Baltic. The use of chalk as a canvas is curiously idiosyncratic to England. These chalk figures are known technically as geoglyphs. The youngest and furthest east of these art forms is the Folkstone Horse on Sherriston Hill that greets the arrivals from the continent as they break day from their underworld journey along the Channel Tunnel. Unusually, we have a designer's name, Charlie Newington, a local to Folkstone, inspired by a much older horse we will come to visit. Constructed in 2002, we even know the builders, local volunteers, and Nepalese Gurkha troops stationed in the town who carved out its form 81 metres nose to tail. Another recent addition to 3,000 years of artistic history is found 100 miles to the northwest, on the Chiltern Hills that run like a backbone from Stonehenge to the north of London, in Bedfordshire, London Zoo's country retreat for its pensioned animals at Whipsnade. And on the hillside is the country's most exotic and largest hill figure, a lion, the Whipsnade Lion, designed by R.B. Brooke Greaves and cut in 1931. So big it was camouflaged in the war, so it could not be used as a waymarker for German bombers, and large enough to swallow up 3 or 4 Folkstone horses from its jaws to prickle or claw. Heading back south over the wooded hills past quaint towns that follow the spring line with the names Ivinghoe, Beauchamp and World's End, we arrive at Prince's Risborough, along the ancient track of the Icknield Way to a giant cross or perhaps a direction finder for alien visitors. Starting life perhaps 1,000 years ago as a huge phallus, but cross-like at least for the last 300 years. And on the subject of big digs, travelling 100 miles southwest to the westernmost reaches of chalk, is the Cene Abbis giant, with a club 37 metres long, and once thought to be Hercules, or Iron Age in origin, but research suggests it perhaps only medieval. It survives to this day with regular cleaning and effort annually to polish such a manhood. Whilst it may have had some reverence with the community, others have been more frivolous, with commercial graffiti including a giant naked Homer Simpson wielding a donut for the launch of the movie, and the giant acquiring trousers and modesty for the promotion of menswear. The Cene Abbis giant shares these South Downs with another colossus. If we travel east along the coast of Brighton, we find a figure, the Longman of Whilmington, who seems to be directing us south. Dating suggests he was cut around 500 years ago. His purpose, a mystery, and the chalk outline replaced with durable white concrete blocks that in turn replace Victorian yellow bricks. But like all good art, he has stimulated questions and theories that range from him originally having gardening tools in his hands, to him being a depiction of King Harold, to an ancient Celt marking out ley lines of the Earth's energies. We return west to Wiltshire, and on the road from Salisbury to Shaftesbury, the home to numerous military barracks and training grounds, we find the Fovant Badges, like regimental tattoos, They were first created by soldiers stationed nearby in training for the First World War in 1916, and have been added to and lost over the intervening years. There were 20, but only 9 survive. The latest cut in the 70s by the Royal Corps of Signallers, who carved their cap badge featuring Mercury, the messenger of the gods, and a rare edition of a human form in this art. But if there is one form loved above all else, it is the love of the horse. Of the 54 geoglyphs, 16 are horses. Where the chalk was metamorphized into limestone, Law's subjects of George III cut his image atop a horse on Osmington Hill, overlooking the sea at Weymouth Bay. Alas, their efforts were in vain, as George failed to return the year it was completed for his normal summer retreat to the sea. White horses of every type, cut by boys overlooking Marlborough School that surrounds an ancient mound only second in size to the nearby Silbury Hill. There is a prankster's horse, cut overnight to surprise the villagers. There are those cut by earls and lords.
That everyone knows, with bells round her ankle and a ring through her nose. She rolls up a Rizzler of dubious kind and settles back comfortably to blow her mind. And if you look carefully, you'll see her stare. She can see things that make others too scared. She looks in the darkness and picks out the sparks that give her the courage to make a new start. She rides with the horses on backs that are bare, with a tear in her eyes and dreads in her hair. She'll lean on the stable door till it won't hold. She knows she can't make her and she won't be told. Away with the wild women all on the run. She won't pay the poll tax, left to dad with her son. She dreams of a lifestyle where everything is free, sits by the fireside, tells her story. There's a white horse that my grandmother knows, who rides on the hilltop yet nowhere she goes. And down by the sea she comes in with the storm, bringing proud Celtic warriors in on the boat. And if you look carefully, you'll see her there. She's the protectress of all who take care of the forests and dark kingly dells, where dwell the secrets that keep this world well. White horses just ride away on clouds of silver grey. Fine white horses, wild white horses just ride away on clouds of silver grey. Fine white horses, wild white horses just ride away on clouds of silver grey. Fine white horses, come on, ride.
mother ancient of horses is at Uffington, thought to be 3,000 years old. The Celtic horse goddess Epona, perhaps, or the tribal totem beneath the Iron Age fort, or possibly it is more dragon than a horse, overlooking the strange modified hilltop like some grey eye of a dragon with even larger body, naturally formed by the rolling chalk hills. Landscape art at its grandest.